There we go. It's the keyboard.
Okay, so George doing mic check.
Yeah.
Then.
1 second. Testing. Am I coming through clearly?
Keep going.
Hello, hello. This is me, Gus, here for another radio session. All right, I'll drop it down.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. We're ready to go. Okay, so.
All right. Yeah, let me know when. Probably a good idea to close the door.
Off we go.
Okay. Hello, this is Gus. I'm back for another set of movie music, and the first song in the set is a request from my brother. It's Whitewater Rafting from the movie The Descent. I did say my brother's name was, but it doesn't really know.
Haven't seen The Descent.
It's
I need to see it.
It freaked me out when I watched it. I was a teenager though, but then again, most movies didn't. So, and my brother watched it as an adult, and he obviously had a lasting impact on him. So, yeah.
Are there any stars in it, or is it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is spoilery or not, but one of the notable things about it is there are two endings. And the English ending is like the downbeat ending, and the American ending is the upbeat ending.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah, we just got the sad one.
Is it an all-female cast?
I think so. Yeah,
that's the one thing I sort of remembered.
Yeah, I think they might be Australian or something like that.
Oh, a quick one.
I was getting sort of pitch black vibes.
There is a longer version of that song, but it's fine. We can move to the thing. It's a very sad song. The water rafting.
It did link into this one here, so it goes like it starts off slow, and it builds up.
Yeah.
So in a way, it did work.
Yeah. I'm guessing you both. Well, I know. Greg's seen the thing. But I'm guessing you've also seen it, John.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, and
so many times. But it's still making me think. I fancy watching the thing again now.
Yeah, it definitely holds up. I'd say the only thing that's a bit dated is there's a bit of stop motion with the severed head on the tentacles.
Oh yeah.
But the rest of the special effects are great.
Yeah, and the computers have moved on a bit since the computer they're using it is
the chess master that throws the drink on. What was the? Do you remember the drink he was? What was the drink he was like having throughout?
He was like walking around with a bottle of whiskey. It was like wild turkey or something for a lot of the time.
Yeah, I remember one of the reviews for this was it's just a big whiskey commercial.
Oh, right.
It's a very strange whiskey commercial. But okay, I mean, to be fair, like Russell does, make most things seem cool, so he would sell me on whiskey.
And the good thing about this one is it builds it up, so you think, oh, is there more action coming? So it gets your viewers on YouTube going, but where's the next part?
Well, I hope most of them have seen the thing, but if they haven't, then if I introduce them to it, that's mission accomplished.
Definitely, yeah. The weird thing is that it wasn't a big hit when it was released.
No.
Which you can't understand why.
It came out the same day as Blade Runner, and I think both of those movies didn't. Well, I think Blade Runner was received well, but it didn't do well financially. And they did the sequel. No, that was also a very good movie.
a big hit on video, wasn't it? It was
Oh yeah, they also remade it multiple times. Not remade it, but they
yeah.
had multiple versions of Blade Runner with like various different editing. I think I've already done my Blade Runner
Yeah, I was going to say,
so I won't repeat myself there.
I'm still not sure if I've seen the definitive Blade Runner cut.
Right, so you're gonna what they call talk over the trivia bit. So
Okay,
while the music's in the background, you're gonna do your trivia bit.
okay, yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, when you're ready then.
And that was Humanity Part 2 by Ennio Morricone and from The Thing. And I've got a bit of trivia about The Thing. Um, a lot of effort was put into the making the environments and the monsters and everything feel real. So when filming the movie, they set it in about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and Kurt Russell grew out his beard. Took him about a year to do it, and the monster or monsters in the movie were put together practically by a guy called Rob. What's it? Bosine. I think I got his name right. But he used various things like uh, he used bubble gum. He used mayonnaise. He used melted plastic and even animal organs to create the thing. All kind of applied to an animatronic creature. He kind of worked himself a bit too hard though, and ended up getting hospitalized. But the movie wasn't well. I think it horrified critics at the time. It wasn't received well by everyone, but it's kind of gone on to become a classic. And yeah, next up is the Jaws theme by John Williams. Yeah, this thing was made up of so many different.
it's weird, and it stands up to HD as well. You think you put it in HD and it looks
Yeah.
bad, but it just looks amazing.
Is this the Jaws thing?
No, it's in the humanity at the moment.
Oh, is that that's a very different Jaws.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the Jaws we all recognise. I've never seen any of the sequels.
They just get progressive. I've got a friend, Mike, who says he thinks Jaws 2 is as good as Jaws 1. And Mike's wrong. But it's okay. It's an okay sequel if you wanted to see.
How do they justify Jaws returning after Jaws explodes?
Yeah.
Jaws 2 is just it's another shark.
Oh,
The most incredible thing about Jaws
isn't it
2
called The Revenge though?
that's 3 or 4 or 5.
Okay.
The most amazing thing about Jaws 2 is that Larry got re-elected as mayor, which is like there's I think 3 might be Jaws 3D,
Yeah.
then it might be Jaws the Revenge.
Okay. Oh, have you seen Jaws the Revenge?
It's not good. It might be one after it.
Because yeah, how do they justify him coming back?
Different sharks. I think in Jaws the Revenge it might be like a friend of the shark who tracks down.
A friend of the shark.
It's like or mate of the shark, but he literally tracks down.
So he's avenging Jaws.
Yeah,
Okay.
tracks down the chief's wife halfway and jumps out of the water like sharks don't. As they say.
I thought maybe they put him back together. Like, have you seen Bride of Chucky?
Oh yeah, it's definitely not the Jaws.
Nah.
The Jaws.
Okay.
I think Michael Caine's in. It might be Jaws 3. and he said it's one of his favourite films, basically because he bought him a house in like the West Indies,
Yeah.
just with the money he got paid for doing it. But yeah, I would stick with Jaws and maybe Jaws 2, just to.
Okay, so Jaws 2 isn't bad. It's
No,
just
no,
not as
it's
good
good.
as
It's
the
just
first
not Jaws. He just about gets away with that. I can't believe it's happening again.
one.
And by the third one, it's like no one can believe it's happening again.
I mean, speaking of it happening again, Jurassic Park, like,
They've been relatively consistently okay though, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, because you got the really first ever one they did.
yeah, that was the one where they did another park, but I'm just thinking, like, would they do another park after what happened?
Yeah,
I suppose in the original it wasn't actually open, so it probably
Yeah.
wasn't like a PR night.
yeah,
So it's just
And didn't David Adam was it David Adam Rowe or did
yeah, Richard. Yeah,
Richard Adam
Yeah.
Rowe? Yeah.
he died.
Yeah.
Well, he died in real life, but um, have any of you read the book for
I
Jurassic?
have read the
no,
I've seen the films.
Because yeah, there are multiple like main characters in the book from the book, well, from the movies who die in the book, and it's like it made me kind of sad. It's a good book, but yeah, I think I prefer the movie.
I did actually go and see the last Jurassic Park.
And the latest one, yeah.
I went to the picture to see it.
Is it good? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Critics didn't like it. It didn't get well reviewed, but it looked great on screen.
Yeah. Right, so we got trivia for this part.
Yeah. Okay.
When you're ready, off you go.
All right. And that was the Jurassic Park theme by John Williams. And I've got a bit of trivia for Jurassic Park. Originally, they were going to use stop motion for the dinosaurs in the movie, but after being shown some CG footage by ILM to Steven Spielberg, he decided to make a mix of animatronic and CG. So they created full-scale animatronic dinosaurs, and Stan Winston, who helped create these dinosaurs, worked with the CG department to make sure that everything was authentic and everything, seemed believable. And it still holds up to this day. And up next is "It's the End of the World as We Know It" by REM, featured in Independence Day. It would have been a very different movie if they went with the stop motion dinosaurs.
That's going back to like the Lost World of the '60s. So.
That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an airplane, then it roofs is not. Hurricanes.
I quite like Independence Day. I like it. But most of her and Emmerich's movies
Yeah,
not that great.
you see the sequel.
I haven't, no.
I just can't. It is terrible. Disappointing. I thought ended up watching thinking it can't be that bad. But it is. It's quite terrible.
It's very obvious that Roland Emmerich wanted to be Steven Spielberg, even getting Jeff Goldblum, I think, is in the movie. I think he even says a line from Jurassic Park in
Yeah, I like it.
I don't think they brought Will Smith back for the sequel, did they?
No, not feeling Jeff.
I feel like he would turn up. He would turn up to anything.
Jeff Goldblum's dad to the film, I think. It's hoping to be back in it. Yeah. Again, it's just way too much CGI.
Yeah, that is a pattern with Roland Emmerich.
Yeah.
I think the last movie the last movie I watched by him was The Day After Tomorrow.
Oh
I
yeah,
just found that to be extremely boring.
yeah, it's quite a dull film.
I heard Moonfall was funny there.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen clips of it, and I've seen a bit of it on TV slides. But no, so I haven't heard anything about it. I was surprised. It seemed quite a big budget. And then you watch 5 minutes and think, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of all self-funded or something. Or kind of.
I can believe it.
I heard it was kind of more like an asylum movie. I don't know if you've watched any of those where they like parody movies. Like they're the Sharknado people.
Oh, right. I mean, that would make more sense. Well, I've only seen I've seen a bit of Sharknado.
They are quite bad, but
They
they're
are.
at least self-aware in how bad they are.
And it's clearly made for TV because there's literally no wide shots. There's lots of shots of people looking off screen, and then you get CGI sharks, but they're rarely in the same screen.
They got most of the cast for The Simpsons in this movie. So,
Oh yeah, it's Hunter Sanders.
yeah. It's the woman who played the Hunter together, and
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah. I think he didn't know what he wanted. It's trying to be too many things.
yeah.
Trying to be funny. You know, and scary. Yeah. Did you like the subsequent Godzilla, the Brian Grant's one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was well made, but it's kind of a bit dull.
It's better that I've watched it again, and it's better watching it again, but at the time, it's like, it's a long time before you get any kind of Godzilla action.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of like a Cloverfield style.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
About not seeing monster and dealing with all the damage it does.
But I've lost track of all the Godzilla.
Yeah, because there was, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Godzilla's had so many movies, been around for so long.
I tried watching the Godzilla -1, but I struggled with it.
I think those old movies, there's a lot of like talking in boardrooms and things. It's like, okay, how do we deal with Godzilla?
Quite like Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
That's a guilty pleasure of a film.
Yeah. Again, that a pretty good car.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I think it's really
Yeah.
good at
Okay, so trivia time. When you're ready.
All right. And that was Deeper Underground by Jamiroquai, featured in Godzilla. And I've got a bit of trivia for the Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie. They did make a 6th scale model of Godzilla, but most of the movie was done using CG. And fans of the franchise weren't really happy with how the monster was portrayed in the movie, especially those in Japan. They simply dubbed the Godzilla from the 1998 movie as Zilla. And once they reclaimed the rights from Sony, Zilla would re-emerge in the movie Godzilla: Final Wars, and only to be unceremoniously obliterated by Godzilla's giant laser beam. So, yeah. Up next is Umbrella.corp or Corp.umbrella by Marilyn Manson, featured in Resident Evil. Yeah, I have a lot more trivia in my head, but I feel like I've said before, I feel it coming out of my brain as I say it. Just like gotta get it all out.
Yes, I know. It was so far that they're rebooting Resident. It'd be interesting to see what they do musically.
But they've got like Resident. I think they've got 6 Resident Evil films,
Yeah.
and 6 is really gruesome.
Yeah, I've watched like most of those in the cinema because like my friends are all into Resident Evil as well. Yeah, there are some pretty entertaining movies in there, but it's the thing is the video games are kind of all over the place in terms of like action and horror and
Yeah, it's like the Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. They've got a bit of an action story.
yeah, they get pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is like minor spoilers for the video game, but there's a character who gets thrown into a volcano. Then the protagonist punches a boulder on top of that character. Then they get rockets and then they shoot him. And, yeah, that's But yeah, quite sad I couldn't play the latest one. My brother was telling me about it, and it sounds quite entertaining.
Oh, so they're still making games?
Yeah, Requiem came out quite recently, I think a few months ago. That's the 9th main line Resident Evil game, but it made, I don't know, a couple dozen probably. In terms of like spin-offs.
I only ever played the original, and I struggled with the whole tilting the shotgun upwards.
The first one I really struggled, and that was like, but
even though they were very slow zombies,
it was 4 and 5 are good storyline, but the characters are not that good.
Yeah. They play much better, I'd say 4 and 5. I don't think it struggles. And they remade 4, and I think they remade 5.
They remade 6.
Okay.
Yeah, the 6th one they made because he took it off from 5.
But yeah, I played the original Resident Evil as a kid.
Yeah.
I never beat it, but then they remade it on the GameCube.
Yeah.
I played that. Yeah, that first one freaked me out as a kid.
Very atmospheric, the sound.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the graphics and all that lot of like literally.
So you can hear something moaning and you can't see where it's coming from.
No wonder they rated it like I think it was 15 or 18 it was.
Yeah. Play any of the Silent Hill games, John?
I haven't played the Silent Hill games, not yet.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty interesting from like a story perspective.
Yeah.
Like mechanically, they're not as like well made as the Resident Evil games.
Yeah. I think I played the first one.
Was that on the original PlayStation? Yeah.
Yeah.
because they did do a
That was on the PS1.
yeah, I played that as well and I never beat it, but they did a strange remake of it called
I then got to the last level, but then I mucked up on the finale.
yeah, that's one of those things with those games that you can just doom yourself if you
Oh,
don't have
yeah,
enough
yeah, you've been like
bullets and
literally
things.
glued to it. Yeah,
Yeah, you're kind of stuck. You're just like, well, I can't beat the game because I just
Yeah.
don't have enough bullets. But yeah, they did kind of a remake slash remix called Shattered Memories, which was pretty good.
yeah.
I did beat that one. This is a more poppy song than they usually are in the game. Figured I'd end with something a bit more. Do you know Troy Baker, the voice actor? He did.
So, not.
Okay. He was Joel from The Last of Us, and he's in a band with the composer of the Silent Hill games, Akira Yamaoka. He's done some music with him. He's a pretty good singer. I think he also plays the guitar. Well,
Yeah.
which he does that in both Bioshock Infinite and The Last of Us.
For his unique sonic, acoustic, and musical language, beginning his full-scale career in video gaming in 1990. Did he act?
It's like other than voice acting.
Troy Baker, he had a kind of a short role in the Last of Us TV series.
Ah,
He
right.
did, yeah. But to be honest, I feel like he could actually make it in Hollywood as an actor.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy, and yeah, he's obviously a good actor. So
Probably didn't pay as well.
I think also, like, obviously, fame comes with its downsides.
Yeah.
So he gets all the money and doesn't have to deal with people harassing him. So that's probably
Right then, we're at the end of today's
all right.
monster theme.
And that was You're Not Here by Akira Yamaoka, featured in Silent Hill. And hopefully you're still here and I haven't scared you off with my scary movie music. And yeah, I'll be here next week and I hope you'll join me. Bye.
Cool.
He's done a lot of games, hasn't he? Yeah, he's definitely not.
Yeah.
Doesn't need the work.
Yeah, him and Nolan North. The two. He's the guy from Uncharted, if you didn't know,
Is the rap?
and a bunch of other stuff. And funnily enough, in Uncharted 4, they were brothers. So it's kind of like somewhat fourth wall breaking.
So when you're playing games, do you just spot the voice and think, "Oh, I know that's."
Yeah, but they are, they've got range. But the
Yeah.
thing is, they get cast to do the same kind of roles over and over, which is, I think every actor's worst nightmare is just playing
Yeah.
the same role over and over again. All right, there's the keyboard.
Cool.
There we go.
Line myself up. Have I got it round the wrong way? Or am I just being an idiot? There we go.
There we go.
Right. Goodbye, YouTube. Maybe I failed that. I will get it right eventually. Goodbye, YouTube. God. Third time's the charm. Goodbye, YouTube. Damn it. No. There we go. Goodbye, YouTube.